This is the Read, Write, and Create podcast, the podcast where you get a bite-sized session of creative writing coaching from me, Lori L. Tharps. I'm a storytelling evangelist who moved to the south of Spain so I could live a global literary life. I'm also an award-winning author of both fiction and nonfiction, a journalist, and a former college professor. I started this podcast because I want to help as many BIPOC writers as possible get their stories out of their heads and into the world. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, wordsmiths, storytellers, and scribes. It's officially 2025, but I am not going to say Happy New Year because for a lot of folks, 2025 is anything but happy. But be that as it may, I still hope you are finding peace and purpose in your writing practice. I hope you are able to, as St. Toni Morrison taught us, use this moment to get to work, knowing that today, more than ever, the world needs your stories. Stories from the melanin rich, stories from women, stories from those living on the margins. We need your stories today more than ever. And we need true stories, nonfiction stories to hold those in power accountable. But let me tell you guys, we also need fairy tales and fantasies to help us escape from this living nightmare taking place outside our windows right now. We do need romance and revenge thrillers to soothe our souls. So, by all means, please do whatever you have to do to keep writing. This is our time. This is our call as writers of color. We need to keep telling our stories. Which brings me to the purpose of this little mini episode. In addition to giving you all that little reminder about why we need your stories, I also wanted to share some updates about the show and some Read, Write, and Create offerings. All right, first and foremost about this podcast. I'm going to be honest, I really wanted to launch season 5 this month, February 2025. I really had, big plans to do a great launch in February for Black History Month coming back on the air. But I had to make the decision to delay the launch because I won a residency from the Library of Africa and the African Diaspora, which means that I am going to be in Ghana for the entire month of March. And I will be there working on my new novel. So that's super exciting. And if you do want all the juicy details about that residency, feel free to check the link in the show notes because I have written about the residency on the Read, Write, and Create blog. And I will just leave that link in the show notes so you can go read and find out all about it. I am super excited about it, but I don't want to take up time telling you about it now. What I wanted to tell you about it was simply that because I'm going to be gone for all of March, I decided that it really didn't make sense to launch the podcast in February and then disappear for a month. Could I have recorded a bunch of episodes ahead of time? Yes. Did I? Obviously not. So we will be launching this show for season 5 in April. Okay. Now, if that distresses you because you just love hearing my voice, because you really look forward to the inspirational messages, the pep talks, well, you are in luck if you happen to be a BIPOC woman writer, because announcement number 2 is that the Sanctuary, that is the community I founded for BIPOC women writers who take their writing seriously, is taking applicants for new members starting today, February 10th, if you're listening to this in real time. And we will be taking applications through Monday, February 17th, 2025. So that's February 10th through February 17th. We will be taking applications for new members. Now, just as a refresher, if you don't know what the Sanctuary is a private community for BIPOC women writers who are serious about their writing careers, who want their work to be published and out into the world. We support our writers through the entirety of their writing journey, from the writing to the publishing to the promotion of their work. We offer writing workshops. We talk about career, building author platforms. We bring in speakers from all aspects of the literary ecosystem. And most importantly, particularly in today's toxic and divisive cultural climate, our sanctuary really is a true sanctuary for BIPOC women writers. So we have created a safe place where women can write together, dream together, collaborate, and share their work with one another. I like to say we are like a gym and a house of worship for writers. We keep you in shape and we keep you inspired to keep writing. So I encourage any of you listening right now, if the Sanctuary sounds like it would be the thing that you need for your writing life, to apply. And even if the Sanctuary doesn't sound like your cup of tea, I really implore you to find a writing community that will support you during these dark days. Because honestly, if you don't have a community surrounding you and supporting you, things are not going to go well. We can't expect outside forces to do the support for us. So please find your community. And if you are interested in applying to the Sanctuary, I will leave the link for the application and more information in the show notes. And now, last but not least, I might have mentioned this in an earlier episode, but just in case it's new to you, I started a YouTube channel. Yes, I jumped on the bandwagon and started a YouTube channel called Literary Lori. And on that channel, it's where I'm getting more personal, and it's where I'm sharing what my global literary life looks like. My mission and my reason for starting the channel is because I was hoping, or I should say I am hoping, that, giving a glimpse of my global literary life inspires other BIPOC writers to do the same thing. What I'm hoping to do by showcasing my life is that I want to have an impact on making the literary world more colorful, more melanin rich, if you understand what I'm saying. I want to showcase my own journey learning about other literary ecosystems outside the United States, particularly those outside the white Western world. I'm just getting started. I'm still learning how to use my phone and a camera properly, but I really want to highlight the authors, the books, the bookstores, and book festivals that I go to simply amplify what Black, brown, and other melanin-rich bookish people are doing in the world. Now, I have nothing against white bookish people. Some of my favorite authors are white, but I think there are plenty of people in the world already covering what they're doing, and there aren't enough people showcasing, like I said, the bookish ecosystems, the literary world of non-Western and non-white writers. So, if that sounds interesting to you, you can find me over there on the YouTube at Literary Lori. And honestly, if you really want to help your favorite new literary influencer out, especially since today is my birthday, yes it is, February 10th, you would give me the best present of all, which is to go on over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. This is not just a, please support me. It's because I have a bet, all right? I bet my teenage children that I could make it to 100 subscribers before Valentine's Day. And wouldn't you know that those children looked me in the face and laughed and thought, you are not going to get 100 subscribers because they think I'm too old to be on YouTube. So this is really important to me to prove my non-believing children wrong. So not only do I prove them wrong, but the bet was if I did get to 100 subscribers, they have to sit and watch a rom-com with me on Valentine's Day and buy me chocolate. Okay, so just think about it as a win, not only for Literary Lori, but a win for women of a certain age who decide to get on YouTube and potentially make a fool out of themselves. All right. So again, that would be the best birthday present ever at Literary Lori. I will leave the link in the show notes. All right. That's it for now. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast so when we do pop back up in April, you'll be the first to know. The show will just load up on your feed and you will, hear all about our next season. In the meantime, don't forget, we have a really good backlog of interviews and episodes that will inspire you and keep you motivated to keep writing. All right? That's it. That's all I got. Please, please, please be good to yourselves, scribes. Rest, read, stay hydrated, laugh, and surround yourself with beautiful people and beautiful things. The Read, Write, and Create podcast is produced by me, Lori L. Tharps. Our editor is Brad Linder, and our theme music is by Wataboy. Until April, scribes, keep writing. Today more than ever, the world needs more BIPOC stories by BIPOC storytellers just like you.